You started doing some of this work at like 21 years old, and clearly the depth of your work it's really extraordinary. What caused you to start doing this in the first place?
I was an addict. I was addicted to opioids after a knee surgery just before I turned 15. Soccer was my coping mechanism from a really chaotic childhood. And when that got taken away, I just really went down a terrible rabbit hole. And I did inpatient rehab, outpatient rehab, AA meetings, NA meetings. Nothing really worked for me. I was in a psych class and somebody said to me, your conscious mind can't outwill or overpower your subconscious mind. When you're trying to get clean, you tell yourself every day, I'm going to not do this again. This is going to be the last time. This is going to be the last day. And then you go back and you repeat the same patterns over and over. I became obsessed with learning about the subconscious mind and the mind in general because I knew when somebody said the conscious mind can't outwill the subconscious mind, I was like, this explains this daily fight that I have with myself. That led me to sobriety after a lot of other things hadn't worked. And I realized, oh my gosh, I'm running from myself the whole time. That's what this is.
I think the application of her work is very, very broad in understanding human beings and how to affect them and how to connect with them, or understanding why you're not connecting with somebody.
I was somebody who went through life and had all these really mean thought patterns towards myself, beat myself up for everything. So of course I don't feel confident in my life during that time. So reprogramming those core ideas, I'm not good enough, I'm unworthy, I'm unlovable, that goes an extremely long way in terms of our self-confidence. When we have these deeply unmet needs, we outsource them. Somebody's anxiously attached and they need validation and reassurance, but they don't know how to validate or reassure themselves. Well, what do? They make that exclusively their partner's major responsibility. When that happens, somebody's not always going to be there. And so then we ride the roller coaster. Then when somebody does fill the bucket of reassurance, we're like, oh, I feel good. And then when they don't or they withdraw, we then feel terrible. And we're on this self-esteem roller coaster with all the ups and downs because we have no focal point of control. When we can actually learn what our needs are, start meeting them in ourselves, we fill our own cup halfway every day. And we go out into the world from a more rooted, grounded, centered space. And in combination of that, we also recondition these painful old fears that we have and negative beliefs about ourselves. It's like we clear the sludge out. And from that space, I feel like our light can really shine as individuals where we're grounded and present and available for what the world has before us.
This was so good. This was so extraordinary.